Greetings, tubers, bookers, spacers, and tweeters out there. It's Chuck coming at you with another edition of Shower Curtain Movie Review. Now, I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but to be honest with you all, there really hasn't been much that's come out in the theaters that I've really wanted to see. I mean, there's been a few things I kind of want to see, but to be honest with you, it's expensive to go to the movies. I mean, you know, we all know that, and so I don't know, I've been on this kick of where I don't really go to the movies unless it's something I really want to see. But I'm going to try to go to the movies a little bit more so I can crank out more of these shower curtain movie reviews for you guys. But that's all I can say. So, tonight's shower curtain movie review, Jamie and I just got back from seeing the new superhero film, Kick-Ass. And I've got to say that it was very kick-ass. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the previews of this film is based on a comic book. It was either a comic book or a graphic novel. I don't know. I haven't really done the research on this, but I think I'd like to read the graphic novel or comic or whatever it is. But anyway, Kick-Ass is the story of this young guy, and you know, he's a high school kid, and he sees you know all this injustice and stuff in his town, and so he decides, you know, how come nobody has ever, you know, after all these comic books that have come out and all these superheroes like Superman and Batman and Captain America and all these guys, how come nobody's ever put on a costume and actually gone out and tried to fight crime before? So he sort of puts together his own crime fighting get-up, his own costume, and he comes up with a name. He calls himself Kick-Ass. And he decides to go out and fight crime, and he eventually crosses paths with this organized crime boss. He ends up teaming up with these other two superheroes, Big Daddy and Hit Girl. Of course, Big Daddy played by Nicolas Cage, who was really great in this film. And, you know, they're sort of these vigilantes or whatnot. And but yeah, this movie's a comedy. It's sort of a comedy action kind of thing. I like to think of this movie as Spider-Man meets Superbad with the violence and action of a Tarantino film, maybe Kill Bill. So yeah, those three elements in this movie, and it was just a really awesome movie. I guess the first thing to talk about it would be well, the acting. The acting was really good. Nicolas Cage was really cool in this film. He plays sort of this creepy kind of guy who's, you know, out to seek vengeance, and his character looks a lot like Batman. And what I thought was really funny was the way he portrayed this. His character talked a lot like Adam West did in the '60s television series, so that was really funny. But yeah, it's really funny, but it has kind of a cool story to it, something that I don't think we've seen before in a superhero film. And but yeah, cinematography was really well done. It had sort of a unique stylistic form of cinematography. It felt like, you know, there were moments where you know, they had the transitions, like they had it, you know, with panels like a comic book and a little, you know, subtitle box here, you know, and but you know, it felt like reading a comic book. It felt like, you know, reading a graphic novel while watching this movie. But yeah, it was really funny. Lots of action, really hip. I would definitely say go see this movie if you're looking for a movie that is just kick ass, so to speak. Something that's just fun. I mean, this movie is probably the funnest movie I've seen in a while. If you're looking to go to the movies to have a really good time and just you see a movie that's fun, I highly recommend seeing Kick-Ass, especially if you're, you know, a comic book fan or a superhero fan, or maybe you're a fan of, you know, superhero movies. And that's another thing. This movie really is sort of also acts as sort of a satire of the superhero genre and superheroes, so to speak. And of course, I really enjoyed it, being sort of a comic book guy myself. You know, it's really really kind of pokes fun a little bit at some of the famous superheroes, Spider-Man and Batman and whatnot. And I think there's also something to be said in this movie about being a hero and wanting to help. you know, there's I know that you know, a few months back or something, I saw on the news, you know, this kid got beat up in his neighborhood, and the news, you know, all I really heard on the news was like, you know, this person with their camera phone caught amazing footage of this kid being beat up, you know, and yeah, the whole thing was caught on film, but like, you know, nobody helped, you know, and that's sort of, I don't know, I think there's something to be said about, you know, this movie says something about, you know, our intuition isn't to help, it's to get out our cameras and videotape it and whatnot. So I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, it does have, you know, in the beginning has some sort of commentary on that. But by the end, it ends up being this, I don't know, slam bam, crazy roller coaster ride. I don't know, but it was a really awesome film. Like I said, the acting was pretty good. Nicolas Cage really stood out in this. The little girl who played Hit Girl in this, I don't know how old she is, but I thought she did really well in this film. And I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding this film because of the little girl, Hit Girl. You know, I think she's like 11 or 12, and you know, she uses, you know, foul language, and she, you know, she kills the bad guys with guns and swords and whatnot. And I'll go ahead and tell you, this isn't a movie to take the kids to at all. I wouldn't take my kid. I don't have a kid, but I would definitely not take a kid to see this. But if you're a psychologically healthy adult with sound mind, definitely go see this. You're going to go in, you're going to see this movie, you're going to have a good time, you're going to walk out perfectly fine. It's just a movie, everybody. You know, relax. But yeah. So anyway, Kick-Ass. Gonna go ahead and give it the shower curtain rings. I give Kick-Ass not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 shower curtain rings. Yes, it was that good, ladies and gentlemen. It was a very good movie, very fun. Good stuff. So yeah, Kick-Ass was a kick-ass movie with 5 shower curtain rings. Definitely go see this if you're looking to go to the movies and have a good time. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be posting another video that'll sort of have, it's going to kind of have a little bit of a superhero theme to it. You'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, this weekend's been kind of the superhero themed kind of thing, but tomorrow I'll be doing a vlog. Going to have that up either tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. It'll definitely be up tomorrow. So that's been my shower curtain movie review of Kick-Ass. I hope you all are having a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next post. Bye.